Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is round two. Did this thing exactly a couple of minutes ago and the sound wasn't working, so I'm going to do it all over again. I am super excited to talk to you about one of my most favourite subjects, and a subject that will probably make a lot of you go, ooh, and that's enemas. Enemas are the most amazing things for the body. They are nourishing, they are hydrating, they help clear lots of things. They're easy to do, you can do them at home. And if you don't want to do them at home, you can get somebody professional who do it beautifully for you and make you feel very comfortable. So what am I going to tell you about them? So much. Right. All fluids that are administered up the rectum, which is the department we're talking about, they don't go that far. They are super absorbable and they go through the rectum, through the hepatic system, which means it avoids the digestion area, and it's going to go as far as the large intestine only. So it's not, you're not going to find you lie down and it's uncomfortable in your tummy and stuff like that. It's only going as far as the large intestine. Now, the reason why enemas are so incredibly good for your health is that the hepatic system is super absorbable, and by avoiding the digestion, you're going to find that if something goes by your digestion, it's going to take couple of hours. If you've had a big meal, it could take 10 hours, but as a whole, light foods will take, I don't know, 2 or 3 hours to digest in the digestion area. If something goes via the hepatic portal system, it's absorbed immediately within minutes through the walls straight into the bloodstream, which means it's fantastic at delivering phenomenal nutrients to the body. It's fantastic at delivering stuff that's going to nourish the body, to help clear the bloodstream. So many ways that you can use this area, and it's great. Now, the other thing is it's non-invasive, and you're going, no, it's not non-invasive, it's going in the department it shouldn't go. It is non-invasive because the method of delivery is through a channel that is completely used to taking bodily fluids and debris. Anything that can go via the digestion and can be broken down into matter is quite easily accommodated in that department going in the other direction, and it's absolutely fine. There will be no problems there at all. The other thing that is excellent about enemas, because they avoid the digestion, they are fantastic for people who may have allergies, and they're far less likely to have an allergy or any sort of reaction at all because it is going through that department. So how do we give an enema? And yes, I have one here for you. I like this one in particular because you can roll it up, put it in a corner, nobody needs to see it. It's really, really super easy to use. And what you're going to do is you're going to fill this to 2/3 full probably of fluid, or whatever else you're going to put in it. You need to hang it on the back of your bathroom door, or you can use a coat hanger and one of those metal ones from the dry cleaners and turn the sides around so that it creates a good hook. And when you fill it with fluid, I implore you to keep the tap open so that the fluid goes into the bag, straight down the pipe and out of the end. And at that point, turn the tap off. And there's a very good reason for this. It means that when you are going to deliver it, there are no air bubbles in the long pipe. And that means it's going to be delivered a lot more easily and a lot more comfortable. And the only other thing you need to be aware of with the apparatus, shall we call it, is that this end only needs to be inserted about 1 centimetre, so not far at all. So there's no reason for anybody to imagine they're going to be taking all of that into that department. It is just a little bit of coconut fat is all you need, 1 centimetre of insertion, and you're good to go. Really simple. Then reach behind and turn the tap on, and make sure that the fluid that you are putting in here is tepid. It is, blood temperature, and then you'll find it is a lot more comfortable. And then you need to hold it for as long as you can. And for some people that could be a couple of minutes. For other people it could be 15 minutes, half an hour, and at some point you're going to get that urge and you're going to go, I really need to let go of this. And off you go, and that's it. When you have finished with your enema, you can rinse it out in a normal way. Hot soapy water is great. But you've also, by having an enema, you may have disturbed the flora and fauna of your large intestine. This is really important. You need great bacteria in there for it to break down the food and prepare it for elimination. And the way you can ensure that that stays there is, as soon as you've had an enema, is to make sure you've taken a couple of probiotics. Another thing you can do for good practice is to make sure that you have some electrolytes. Electrolytes aren't always necessary, but it's just good practice. Now, if you go, that is way too much for me, I am not doing anything in that department, then go to a professional. Make sure they're qualified, make sure they know what they're doing, and I have no connection, financial connection at all, but there is an organisation that I refer a lot of clients to because their expertise and their knowledge is superb, and that is a clinic called Body Vibrant, and they are based in Slough. And I'm sure there are many people who live in other parts of the country, but a lot of my clients are in the London area, so this works very well. And they also do a broad range of therapy services in the colorectal department, and I will go through some of the things that are available. But if you go to somebody else in another part of the country, make sure they're well qualified, make sure they've been doing it for a few years and they know exactly what they're doing. And actually, it's actually quite a pleasant experience. It's not one of those things you just go, I'm not going to tell my friends about. When you come out of having an enema, you are going to generally feel amazing because it is so nourishing, it is so hydrating, all sorts of changes can occur. So let's look at what is on the enema menu and let's go through some of these things. Now, the good old coffee enema is the one that most of you have heard about. Gerson Clinic made them famous because they use them a lot for people who have cancer. And it's phenomenal because it induces glutathione, and glutathione is one of the major components for your immune system, and it helps to clear free radicals. And in this industrial world that we live in, there are free radicals everywhere that are being upsetting our body, and it's great to get something that's going to really move them out of our system. If you're going to do a coffee enema yourself, make sure that you have really good coffee. It needs to have a very high palmitic acid content to it. You do not drink enema coffee, it is a different type of coffee. And below this, afterwards, I will post a couple of areas where you can get some. The other thing about a coffee enema is if you have got a sluggish gallbladder, if your liver is not working properly, if it needs clearing, a coffee enema can really kickstart your gallbladder. It's massively cleansing, it's massively stimulating on these areas, and it could save you from having your gallbladder removed. If more people did coffee enemas, their liver function would be so much more improved, their gallbladders would be healthier, and there'd be less trips to the doc going, I've got a pain, you know, right in my liver side, and him saying, well, actually your gallbladder's messed up and we may need to whip it out. This is the way to keep these things healthy. So really easy to do. Right, the next one on the coffee enema, or on the enema menu, I should say, is wheatgrass. Wheatgrass is the most amazing, nourishing therapy you can have. People take many shots of it at these wheatgrass bars and juice bars around the country, but you can also take it in the other department too. Some people find wheatgrass a little bit hard to accommodate orally, but if you're taking it in the other department, there should be no problem at all. It is fantastic at clearing mucoidal plaque, which basically is another word for gut debris. If you want to have a really good clear out, a wheatgrass enema is the one to choose. And it also contains about 96 of the 150 nutritional elements that we really need every day. So if you want to turbocharge your body and give it that kick start, and so that you're really super shiny and clean and firing on all cylinders, a wheatgrass enema is the one to choose. Now, the next thing on the menu is an ozone enema. It's a lot more specialised. There are not many people who will be able to give this to you, but the Body Vibrant Clinic is one of them. They know exactly what they're doing, and ozone is the most phenomenal product. It is supercharged oxygen, which accelerates the elimination of toxins. It helps to regenerate and repair cells. And this is an enema that you would choose if you are really ill, or if your immune system is hugely depressed and you really need some serious help. So that's the one where, you know, you're having some probably pretty big challenges with your health, and the ozone enema can be a tremendous help in that regard. Now, parasites. We all have parasites in one shape or form or another. And some of us manage to live in harmony and in balance with our parasites, and other people have the most dreadful time. And many of you who have children who have fingers that stick them in orifices and departments that they shouldn't, particularly at night, know you have a child that's got threadworms or parasites. So a parasitic enema is amazing. You can put all sorts of different ingredients into them. I won't go through them now because there are too many to mention. But again, you can go to a colon hydrotherapist and get one administered. The thing to remember is if you are dealing with parasites and you have a parasitic enema, make sure you are taking oral parasitic supplements at the same time, because there's no point in clearing out the bottom half of your body if you're not clearing out the top half. It's a complete waste of time. And Body Vibrant are particularly good in that area. They know what products to use and they are very, very good. The next enema on the menu is something that I love a lot. I speak a lot about it, and that is chlorella. Chlorella is the most amazing, amazing supplement. It is a superfood. It is a natural freshwater algae that is the most tremendous binder, and it attracts heavy metals, in particular mercury. It has a molecule in it that will bind onto mercury and take it out of the body safely without upsetting the kidneys. So chlorella is another way of giving tremendous nourishment to the body and also doing a job of removing toxins. So again, just to recap, when you are giving an enema, you are hydrating the body, you are nourishing the body. Because it is being delivered through the hepatic nerve and through that area, it is immediately going into the blood system. So you are having the most tremendous delivery system to support the body in so many ways. So I encourage you all, it is the weekend, to take a bold step forward and go and try out an enema. Tell me who, let me know who've been the first people to try it. Put your comments below. If you found this helpful, please share it, chatter about it, and share it with your friends, even if you want to have a good giggle. I don't mind being the butt of your amusement, that's absolutely fine. If I can be of some serious help to you, please do get in touch with me via my website, liliasarmira.com. That is LILIASAHM for mother, EIRA.com. And I would be delighted to chat with you, point you in the right direction, give you an appointment, and see what I can do to help you. Have an awesome weekend. Let me know how your enemas go. And if all else fails, get in touch with a professional and see what they can do. You should feel amazing after it. Have an awesome weekend. Bye bye.